Hello everyone, my name is Declan. I'm your student athletic therapist. Today we will be going through low dye taping, a taping technique used for plantar fasciitis. Plantar fasciitis is when your plantar fascia gets inflamed. Plantar fascia is a fascia that runs down right here of your feet, and it can be expressed with medial foot arch uncomfortableness and pain. This can happen to people who are born with naturally overpronated and oversupinated feet, and it can happen when you are an athlete, you're a dancer, or you're long distance runner, you use a lot, or you take abnormally long big strides and improper foot or improper gait, improper walking. So there are a lot of ways and a lot of practice in how to do low dye taping. The one I've conjured up with is basically how I found the best logic through it. A lot of tutorials online don't really explain why you would do it this way. So first, grab your zinc oxide tape, go from the base of your first metatarsal right here. This little bump right here, when you run your finger down, you feel the first bump right there. Tape it right on it. This is your anchor. What is an anchor? Anchor is a tape that is essentially have no actual function to the actual physical. It has no physical functions. The only function of it is to let other tapes tape on it so it doesn't get loose. Because if you just put tape on your skin, it's very easy for the tape to just like fall off. Whereas if you connect the tape onto another tape, it is easier to for the tape to stay on. So I'll pull a rip right here. And where do you end the anchor? You want to end the anchor on the base of your fifth metatarsal, sorry. So right here. Be sure to rub it in after putting the tape on to activate the adhesive. Also use like fresh tape. This tape has been very abused because of improper care. So I only use it for myself and I won't use it in actual practice. Ta-da! Your ankle's done. Your anchor's done. And it should look something like this. Like this in here. Unfortunately, again, it's a bit loose. So my idea with low dye taping is if you have a really high medial arch foot, so if you have high arch basically like this way, and you have a big curve up here, and you want to fix the arch, the idea is you want to physically pull the arch down to give it like a better support while you're walking. So if you have really high arch, you would pull from the medial side of the foot to the lateral side of the foot so you can physically pull the arch down. However, I don't want you pulling too hard because it can cause irritation, which will be kind of counterintuitive. So what if you're someone who's flat-footed, so you're like this? In this case, you want to pull the arch up. So how are you going to do that? You're going to tape starting from the lateral side. You go pull up, tape here first, and then pull up. And you're gonna pull this side up here, and then you're going to create a better arch, or at least arch support. In this case, I'm going to show you the case of someone who has really high arch feet. So you go from, you also when you do the tape, you leave the heel open. Why? I think because there's a lot of movements. Like one of your main function of your ankle and feet is to dorsiflex and plantar flex. Basically, plantar flex, dorsiflex. So the main movement of the joint is around this area. So if you put tape here, it's gonna cut your feet, cut your ankle and all that. But also in the calcaneus, like there's so much movement. I just think it's better to leave the heel open. I'll be very honest. I'm not sure why either. Something I have to take responsibility to research about. So after putting that first tape on, you overlap it. Put another tape above. You see here, I tape on the anchor. I put my finger on it. I pull like this. Don't pull too hard though, because again, you cause irritation. Just pull at a nice comfortableness. If you're doing this tape for other people, make sure you ask them as they go how you're feeling. Make sure they tell you if they feel uncomfortable so you can stop. There's never shame with like taking off a tape from a tape job because it's uncomfortable, because the job is to make sure they feel more comfortable from it. And if you end up making the patient more uncomfortable, you know, it's not good. So you just keep doing this, tape on, pull like this. Okay, so there are two ways to secure this tape, this low dye taping technique. It should look like this, by the way. So you can do a reverse anchor. It's something I just do it anyways, the reverse anchor. What is a reverse anchor? Basically, you see like the loose tape on top of the anchor that is sticking on. When you put your shoes and socks on, it's very easy for it to just rub off. So you put a tape over your first original anchor and all these tape ends to secure it better. Anyways, another way to secure it is actually, I kind of quite like it. So you do it across. So you kind of measure out diagonally from right here, the back of your heel, around the first tape from in front of your heel, and all the way diagonal to the base of that anchor, or the end of that anchor. So I rip it, rip. And you tape it on like this. Again, since this is a tape job that is supposed to pull the high arch down, I'm going from medial to lateral. So medial side to lateral side. So diagonally like this, from right here across, and end up on the anchor. This tape is a bit too long, but you get the idea. So around like this. And I'm gonna do one more time diagonally up to down. So basically making a cross. This tape got scrunched up. No! What do you? It's fine. A little bit of copium can get me through this. Anyways, this time you go from this side, this end of the anchor, go across, and end up on the heel, and you pull down. This would help secure all the tape in the middle. Remember to rub in the adhesive. Holy shit, this foot is super supported right now. Okay, one last reverse anchor. You tape from here. Go around. Make sure the patient don't wear this tape for too long, by the way. No, never wear tape jobs to sleep. That's a must. Have it for the duration of the practice, or however long the competition is. 2-3 hours. I think it's already quite a lot. I'm just gonna put one more tape here to secure the tape. One last thing. Just to lock this whole tape in, just put a tape over it. This one you don't have to pull hard. Just to secure it. Damn, it's not long enough. Fair enough. I'll just do one more. It's a bit of a sloppy tape job. However, the end result is this. Like this. Like this. I hope it's not against the light. You can't see shit like that. And once you're done, always remember, when you're taping over any type of limb, arm, feet, whatever it is, make sure you do cap refill to make sure there's still blood in the distal extremities. Press for 5 seconds. I wasn't counting. Release. Blood is showing, so it's fine. However, also look for like obvious paling of the skin or swelling of the skin. If there's excessive swelling and athlete is obviously visibly uncomfortable, make the decision for them sometimes. Sometimes athletes are just they just don't know what decision to make for themselves, and they will feel like, oh, they will feel bad for you to take the tape off. So make the decisions for them sometimes, depending on what you see. So after that, do some functional testing. Turn to stand up, walk around. Do something more specific to sport, like if they're playing soccer, maybe tell them to run in a straight line, come back, dribble a ball or something. Do some humps. See how it feels. And that is all. Thank you.